Okay, so hold on a second. I should probably go ahead and explain to you what's going on here. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about a couple of theories that I've learned. One of them being expectancy violations, which is part of the theories of the self, and the other one is a theory of media called uses and gratifications. And you know what, I'm also going to go ahead and mention a few technical things along the way, kind of like general purpose of the theories, major assumptions of the theory, key concepts, and the reason for this is because I need a good grade. But you know what, first up, I just can't help myself, but let's go ahead and watch a few of these clips here because they're just ridiculously awesome.
How to film yourself like a man! I'm gonna change this car from red to black. Did it work? No.
Running time, time to go for a run. Dying time for me to die.
Okay, so as we watch this guy just laying on the ground, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about the theories of media, specifically the uses and gratification one. And as you watch these awesome videos here, I'll just hit you real quick with a summary, which is people actively seek out specific media, specific content to generate a specific gratification. And so what does all this mean? Well, it means that we are actively looking for stuff. So I actively went out and looked for entertainment gratification, and that's why I'm watching all these awesome videos.
You feel that, man? So did you hear it?
Now, according to McCullough, some media usage includes information, personal identity, social interaction, entertainment, and of course sexual arousal, right? So by looking at these last couple of clips, I would think, well, maybe sexual arousal's in there along with entertainment because it's funny.
That escalated quickly.
I'll go ahead and run off a couple of the assumptions here. One is the audience is active and its media use is goal-oriented.
Pow! Let me get your number, girl. Is that a flip phone? Hell no. Kill yourself, nigga.
I'm so happy to see you.
How you been? Good. How about you?
Good, I'm good.
So the individual audience members have different levels of activity with the media. Audience members are driven to accomplish goals through the media. And so you have diversion, which is where you escape your reality, personal relationships, personal identity, surveillance. So you use the media to, get something done, if you need to get it done.
Yo, what's up? Bitch, you just shaving. Yeah? You.
So the next assumption is that the media competes with other sources for need satisfaction. So these clips you're watching are a bunch of Vine videos that people put together, and they're actually competing with each other. And so, like, they want your subscriptions. They want you to click on them more than the others. This was just so happened to be one long video that I saw, so I got the best of all the worlds. But the media does compete with other sources.
What's up, Dad? Just watching this movie.
So another assumption is that people have enough self-awareness of their media use, interests, and the motives to be able to provide researchers with an accurate picture of that use.
You walk the dog.
Paladin here. I'm sorry for what I done. I is what I is. Okay, I'm ready.
Yes, a mess.
Paladin, y'all!
They call me Juan. They call me Jose. They call me Carlos Sanchez Cruz Rodriguez Martinez Lopez.
Another assumption could be value judgments of media content can only be assessed by the audience. So I value what we are watching right now. I think it's funny and I think it's hilarious, and I will watch this for hours and hours and hours. There may be somebody out there that watches this type of stuff and thinks it's absolute garbage and do not value this media.
What? Oh! I'm gonna keep.
So another key aspect of this theory is the fraction of selection, and that's basically the reward divided by effort, and that is basically talking about what do you have to do to get the media you want. Does it take a lot of effort to get it? In my case, I look at this media, it's very fun to watch. The reward is great for me. I get to watch it with my wife. Maybe you guys get to watch it, in your offices or wherever, and that's your reward. The effort is not very hard for me. I don't mind doing a search for this stuff. But for other people, they may feel opposite. They may say, you know what? I'm having to go through too much effort. This isn't even that funny, so I don't really want to spend the time to do it.
Hey, yo, what's good, Ma? How old are you?
15.
Okay, so the next theory I want to cover with you guys is going to be expectancy violations. And this one's a really fun one.
Excuse me, do you work here?
Yeah.
Do you know where the fitting rooms are?
Are you fucking serious?
Okay, so real quick, the summary is just that people hold expectations about the non-verbal behavior of others. So unexpected changes in conversational distance between communicators are arousing and frequently ambiguous.
You gotta start taking the thug life more serious!
So another important assumption is that expectancies drive human interaction. So we have various expectations of how others should think, behave verbally and non-verbally.
You guys hit this back there. Do you want it or is it cool if I keep it?
And yet another assumption is that expectancies for human behavior are learned. And a third assumption is that people make predictions about nonverbal behavior. We interpret violations based on the reward valence. So if we like someone, we positively evaluate it, and if we don't like someone, we negatively evaluate it.
Oh my god.
Now, when somebody doesn't like what's happening, it's a negative valence, and they don't want it to continue. And of course, another key concept here would be proxemics.
Hey, baby, let me get your number.
Hey,
come on.
Proxemics is like the distance from people.
I got sunshine. Yo, what are you doing? Okay. On a cloudy day.
Another key concept here is territoriality, and that's a person's ownership of an area or an object. So, like primary territories, secondary territories, or public territories, you know, those are different levels of how you take ownership. So a key point of expectancy violation is you see this second video here where someone drops their food on the floor. Normally, culture says something's on the floor, you leave it alone, but you see the guy just come running and say 5-second rule and he starts eating it, so it kind of throws you off. It violates your expectation because he's eating food from the floor. But it's also funny.
That's game, nigga. Get the fuck out of my house.
Christian, come on, time to get up, buddy. Christian, time to get up, buddy.
No.
I open the blind.
No.
What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up?
Where were you at yesterday?
At a baby shower.
Oh, congratulations.
So I'm sure, as you can see watching these videos, there's a lot of expectancy violations that are occurring here. And some people react positively and some people react negatively. And that's what makes this theory so beautiful. Now, looking back and trying to critique these theories, I think they actually do make a lot of sense. I do feel with expectancy violations that people grow up in certain cultures and we have certain expectancies of other people.
That's not what your mama said. Fuck y'all.
Dog, use the restroom. Number 1 or number 2? Number 1. Yeah, it's over there, dog.
Psych, I'm taking a dump.
Not in my house, nigga.
So trying to relate expectancy violations to all these videos, overall you can just see that a lot of the things that is happening in these videos are against social norms. They're against the way we were brought up. They're against the way different cultures. And so that is what causes it to violate your expectancy. And then the reaction that some of these people have are either positive or negative valence. And the threshold, you see that people, how much they can take before they actually react, either positively or negatively. Now, as far as critiquing the uses and gratifications theory, I actually think that one makes sense as well, because I do have a sense of wanting to get away at times, and I know other people have a sense of wanting to escape, and they go out and they look at media for certain goals. And as you see the people who are making these videos and putting them out there, it's like they were providing me or us with the means of escape, but at the same time they're also providing themselves with the means of escape. They're providing themselves with comedy. I don't feel that there's a way to make this theory any better. I don't feel there's anything missing. It seems like they've covered all the bases. Overall, I feel these two theories are very good, and I really enjoyed learning both of them, and now I'm able to apply them and understand them a lot better.